I'm very excited to introduce you to Loidono School, an interactive lesson platform designed especially for student-centered learning. Our platform's standout features is its intuitive workspace, which can be easily accessed while standing, even on the move. Loidono is a cloud-based application that is compatible with all operating systems, making it suitable for students of all grades and subjects. Let's move into more details. First, let's take a look at some impressive figures. Currently, over 20,000 schools in Japan and abroad have adopted Loidono School. With more than 2.3 million students and teachers use Loidono every day. Teachers worldwide are incorporating our platform into their daily routines. We have schools in the United States, Hong Kong, and Taiwan that are successfully utilizing Loidono. Now, let's explore two key features that set us apart, which is the collaboration and creativity. Collaboration is a cornerstone of our platform. We encourage students to share materials seamlessly, and we recently introduced a new feature called the Share Node, which enhanced collaboration even further. Additionally, we provide a submission box that facilitates comparing answers and offering instant feedback to promote effective learning. On the creative front, we offer visual thinking tools that empower students to express their ideas visually. By connecting cards, the students can create dynamic and engaging presentations in no time. So if you're using an iPad or iPhone, please navigate to the App Store and download the Loidono School. Today, we'll be using your Google account for login. So once you've access to the platform, click on Sign in with Google and select your email address. This time select Loido English. When you're ready, click on Workshop and then create new node. So by default, the node will be named with today's date, but you can easily change it to your preferences. If you see a blue screen, you're on the right track. Now let's confirm the attendance of all the students in the class. So to do this, click on the two parallel lines on the right-hand side, and then select the student list. If you notice that there are no students have joined yet, please give them a little bit of time. In case a student is unable to find the class, you can also click on the class code, which will be different for other classes and display only on the screen. As you can see, we have already had one student who has successfully logged in. Let's provide a few more minutes for others to join. And if you have any questions at this point, please don't hesitate to ask me. So now I'm going to click on Share Screen. So on the right-hand side, you see how it appears for students when they have a student account. So when the teacher clicks on Share Screen, just give a little bit of a minute. And then the teacher screen can be broadcast to all the students. During screen sharing, we can either zoom in or maybe do the handwriting. And we can also do a slideshow like this. So are you ready? We're going to have a really fun game. So in half a second, can you count how many dogs you see? Ready? Okay, so how many dogs? 6 dogs? Okay, how about this one? So 8 dogs, right? So the difficult part is coming. So how many dogs are there? So counting the dogs might be really tough. So what we can do is just group the dogs to count them more easily, or we can come up with a math equation based on how we group the dogs. And don't forget to explain the thoughts by using recording if you have time. Once you've done, let's submit it. And I'm going to explain this in detail. So first, I'm going to send you a worksheet. As you can see, I've already prepared the worksheet in advance. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag the worksheet until I reach the send button, and then I will send it to every member. And on the right hand side, as you can see that on my student screen, the students should be able to receive the worksheet instantly. And please let me know if you didn't receive it. For those of you who haven't received the worksheet, don't panic. Again, click on send button. Click on the worksheet again. In the right hand side, there is instruction called use. Click on it. Then you can find the spreadsheet straight away. So now let's try editing the cards. And if you could just follow along with what I'm going to do, I'll be really happy. So first, click on the worksheet and then click on the pencil icon. Let's say we're going to do it like this. Okay, once you finish, stay there for a moment. Let's jump back to the teacher screen, which is this one. So as a teacher, I have permission to create a submission box. So pay attention, let's see how to create a submission box. Again, in the teacher's account, click on the blue submit icon on the left hand side. Select new task. Let's say I'm going to name it docs. Oops. Call for answers now, 10 minutes, call for answers. As you can see that on the right hand side, my student will receive an announcement saying that they have 9 minutes to submit a task. So let's now explore how to submit a task as a student. On the student screen, you can see that someone else has already submitted the answer. So click on the worksheet, use your fingers to drag and drop into the blue icon to find the destinate submission box. Click on it. You'll see that your answer has been submitted. So now if you click on the submission box again, you will only see your own task, not somebody else's, right? Because I'm going to click on share answers to share them with all the students. So once the students finish homework, everyone finished submission, they are allowed to learn from their peers. And also during this demonstration, I'll show you how to compare answers. As you can see that in the right hand side, there's an icon called select and compare. So I'm going to click on compare, select all the answers and start compare. And if you want to share a screen with the students, simply click on share screen. And now as a teacher, you can guide the student by saying, like, let's look at these answers and to compare it. So once we've done sharing, click on done, click on exit to return the students to the main screen. And now if you want to focus on a specific student and understanding their reasoning, we can click on the student's worksheet. So let's say click on Elizabeth Worth. And you will notice besides sharing the screen, there is an option to ask the student to present. Click on start. By clicking on this option, the student gains control of the screen and can start writing or explain their thoughts processing. In this way, everyone can see the screen and the teacher can provide guidance if only needed. And afterwards, click on End Presentation to end the presentation. So far, we talked about compare, ask to present, share answers. So now if we want to provide feedback to the students, so to do so, review the student's answer and mark it as correct. And like if I click on the students, start marking, seeing them good. Yep. So you will find a blue called send back. So click on it. The task will send back straight away to the student. So now let's review what we have covered so far. We discussed how to send and submit tasks and how teachers can create submission boxes for students. Sharing answers is very important, allowing students to view each other's homework. We also explore the compare feature, which enables side-by-side analysis. Additionally, we talked about the Ask to Present option, where the students can showcase their homework and receive guidance. So let's explore the test score function. This allows us to assess students' understanding through interactive quizzes or games. So for example, we can set a time limit for answering questions and see the rankings and accuracy rates. I'm going to choose the game mode. 5 seconds. Let's get started. Okay, let's see if it's this one. Next questions. So these features helps us to understand students' comprehension in a more engaging manner. So finally, let's briefly introduce the various multimedia cards available. So on the left-hand side, you find options like the camera card, which allows you to take pictures using your device's camera. There is also the test card, where you can type and enter text. If you're using an iPad, you can utilize the web card directly, but if you're using a web version, we encourage you to download an extension tool. And we also have a map card for geographical illustrations. So, according to the activities we had before, which one is the fastest and most accurate? Let's classify the answers with Thinking Tool. So, to access the Thinking Tool, again, go back to your main screen. On your left-hand side, you'll find a button labeled as Thinking Tool. Right, click on it and select the extra option. You can resize it to make it smaller if you want. And I've already prepared an example. So on the Thinking Tool's right-hand side, there are 3 dots displayed vertically, like this. Click on them and select Change Tools. As you can see, when we switch tools, the worksheet will also be transferred to the same location. And you can then proceed with your additions. And also you can just move around the cards. So now let's look at what Thinking Tool really is. Thinking Tools encourage students to generate their own ideas and visualize their thoughts. They can create quick presentations by linking all the cards together. The main objective is to cultivate students' logical thinking skills. So we have covered a lot of information today. So if you need further information or support, you can access the support page by clicking on your name on the right-hand side. The support page includes lesson plans, videos, and English manual. It's here to assist you. Now let's move on to the final part of the presentation and demo, which covers our business model. So please note that there is no charge for teachers, but there is a subscription fee for each student. The baseline subscription is $15 per year, includes unlimited data storage and access across multiple devices. If you're interested in starting a free trial for your school, please contact us at global@loida.tv. Thank you for joining today's session. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me.